Mohan, a lot happened this week in terms of in the financial market, especially globally if you look at it. Can you brief and analyze the top or key updates that we should be aware of?
In fact, as a lot of people are aware, of course, Sumant, you would agree with me, the only buzzword that is there today is all about tariffs, the trade wars. Yeah. So, the real wars have gone off, but the wars are happening in terms of pricing and the imports, exports. So, the trade war is the base buzzword. Yep. So, if you look at the tariff news, the latest from Trump, the US markets grow tired of this tariff changes, and if you see, the US stocks tumbled on Thursday, and on tariff flip-flop fatigue, and the S&P 500 fell 1.78%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost close to 0.99%. And on this, there is a joke, floating around in the social media, particularly in the WhatsApp, which has caught my attention. And the joke is that Monday, it says, Monday, roll back tariffs. Tuesday, reinstate tariffs. Wednesday, roll back tariffs. Thursday, reinstate tariffs. Friday, roll back tariffs. Saturday, golf. Sunday, golf. I don't know what happens Monday after tomorrow. So, the flip-flop that is happening is the real news. In fact, if I have to talk about the Trump tariffs, the latest news is that the US pauses the tariffs on some Canadian, Mexican imports until April 2nd. So, in the interview we saw yesterday, Trump talking about April 1st, I don't want to make this as a tariff imposition, the beginning of the tariffs, because people would consider Sumanji, April 1st is the Fool's Day, and I don't want to be, I'm very superstitious is what US President said, and he's going to say that it will be imposed. And right now it was already imposed, and he removed it, and he said now we'll make it functional from 2nd of April. And other news is that Trump is also poised to enact reciprocal tariffs from April 2nd onwards, especially in the foreign nations that have import taxes on US goods. So, for which when I say foreign nations, we are also included, the India is included in that, and it is going to have an impact. What do you think, Sumant?
Yeah, of course, especially I think India right now imposes around 100% tariffs on auto. So, I think they are also going to implement a reciprocal tariff. So, and also the Tesla coming in, I think that might impact, there could be a short-term impact on our auto industries. So, yes, but what happens is whenever the other countries, they counter with a greater tariff, he seems to roll back for a month, and then again he comes back with another tariff the following month. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's creating a lot of volatility in the market, but I don't know what is he really going to achieve, even though he says that this tariff will make America strong again.
Also, Sumant, what I feel is anyway April 2nd is still another 15-20 days to go. Again he might flip, roll back. Exactly. So let us see till the last minute what Trump is finally going to do. Maybe that's the stand of the external affairs and the central government leadership. And also Thursday, tariffs exception excluded those imposed on China. In fact, the country is, the China is standing stiff in terms of saying it's prepared to fight any type of war with the US, and the stand that China is taking, it looks like they're very formidable, and they know how they're going to face this trade war situation.
Right.
So what do you think?
It will be, I mean, it sounds easy that okay, things will be good for America, but I think it will be, costing dear to the American citizens' pocket because things will be expensive, even if they try to manufacture, because the labor cost is very high. I mean, one of the highest across the globe, and they can't compete in terms of pricing when it comes to the product pricing with China and other, manufacturing countries like India or China or Taiwan. So I think that will cost dear to them. So it won't go easy on American citizens' pocket.
And as you speak, Sumant, I was thinking about, this is my personal opinion, that if you actually talk about India charging 100% additional tariffs or all the exports or the imports from the US, it is also because of the difference in the currency.
Yeah.
So you look at the kind of effect that it has, and because the US currency, the dominant currency it has been in the world, for the developing countries to actually compete with the price and to be able to be profitable, it's very difficult. Because you sit as a USD and you can print any amount of money. If you see, especially in every crisis, US is never under crisis because it is their currency and they can print anytime and solve any problem.
In fact, during the COVID, that's what they did, right? They printed money and they circulated.
So, being a world dominant currency, and if you say I am, it is unfair for all other countries to charge me tariffs, and where I do not have my own manufacturing capacity, and I don't think that's the right thing to do, and it is going to also have an effect on what is the fair value. So, what is bought in India for 100 rupees is not the fair value in what you buy in US.
Exactly.
And the latest news is that US government is buying crypto assets. When I mean to say, it is the government treasury which is buying the crypto assets. And the news is that US President Donald Trump has named 5 cryptocurrencies that he wants to be part of a new strategic reserve. In other words, the crypto holdings owned by the US government. And these 3, the 5 cryptocurrencies are the XRP, SOL and ADA currencies, including Bitcoin and Ether. In fact, Bitcoin and Ether was not part of it, and he initially announced only the 3 currencies, and later there was a pressure from the market and he was forced to bring in the top 2 crypto assets also. Now, we have different opinion when it comes to crypto assets. We all know that we don't really like this as an asset class, because there is no backing, there is nothing behind.
There is no physical asset behind these currencies. It's all digital currency. So this can be manipulated by the powerful, people or the stakeholders. Why? Because though it can be an exciting news for the crypto enthusiast, but I personally, it's my personal opinion, I'm still pretty pessimistic about crypto, because I still don't go for it unless it is there is a well established regulations across the globe, and it is well accepted by our government.
So we as a fund house, as a research house, we never believed in crypto, and we are never going to believe in crypto as an asset class. And I only wish God protect the American citizens. In the next 2-3 decades, it's going to be really tough if you fall back into such kind of assets where there is no backing and anybody can manipulate these numbers, and the new technological advancement can actually bring down the overall valuations and everything of your treasury assets. That's a very, very dangerous thing. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, and because we don't control anything, we just have to see the way how the world moves, and we need to protect our money. That's end of the day very important. And if anybody is playing around on the crypto assets, you have to be careful, and this is not something for people to play around, and this prices can vary drastically, and we advise people not to get into this crypto assets.